Welcome to your online training course, Cold Calling Made Easy. Hi, I'm Mark Beggs, founder of Right Frame Academy and Europe's #1 success coach. This course, Cold Calling, is all about helping you develop your sales potential. Every good salesperson needs to know how to cold call, and yet it's one of the hardest things, most difficult things that salespeople find hard to do. So, why do I know what I'm talking about? Well, very simple. I've been selling since I was 14. My first job was working on the car ferries between Dublin, Holyhead and Dublin and Liverpool. And during those three months every year of the summer, one of the first jobs I had to do was wine waiter on the ships. Now, being a wine waiter, you got tips from serving wine and serving cold drinks and serving beers. However, very quickly I found out that an awful lot of package holiday makers didn't want to buy wine, I didn't want to buy beer. They only wanted to buy exactly what was in the package of the holiday. So they didn't want to spend 1 penny more. So one day I was sitting there looking at everybody eating their food, and they all had bottles of water that I'd brought to all the table. So I was sweating, running around delivering water to all these tables. And I decided there and then that my time was worth something. And this was in 1979, 1980. I became one of the first people in the world to start charging for bottled water, because I started charging £1 for a jug of water. And it was my way of paying for my time. And it worked. By the end of the summer, I was charging £2 a bottle of water, tap water, to all the American tourists that came on the ships that were coming from Holyhead to Dublin. Since then, I started my own business when I was 22 in London. We had 7 restaurants that we delivered from, to the likes of Mark Thatcher, Mark Knopfler, Twiggy, and other well-known people. When I set up the business in the UK, I had to sell myself. I had to go in cold to restaurateurs and convince them to let me take their food on credit and to give me a discount. Because the whole selling point of my new company in the UK was we would deliver food anywhere in Chelsea and Kensington within 30 minutes at the same price you would pay in the restaurant. So I had to walk in cold to all these restaurants and convince them to let me take their food out that door in a hot box and pay them a week later, and to give me at least 20-25% discount. When we launched the business, we had 11 restaurants. But they were not just 11 restaurants I approached. I'd approached about 60 or 70 or 80 restaurants. So I'm used to cold calling. Then I set up my own bookkeeping company in Dublin with my wife. She was the bookkeeper. She looked after all the accounts. But I went door to door, dry cleaners, pharmacies, local shops, looking for business. And I soon realised every day that the more shops I hit, the more business I could find. But that was pure cold calling. I became managing director through a management buy-in of Indigo. We grew that company from 100,000 up to 40 million within 4 years. I've led a number of management buyouts from advertising agencies and other companies. So I know what I'm talking about. I have a lot of experience in sales. I am an expert in selling. And because of my expertise, I'm going to tell you and show you how to cold call effectively. And at the end of this course, you will be an expert. But don't forget 2 key things for this course. 1, you get 30 minutes free mentoring on the phone with me with this course. So take notes. If you have any questions you want to ask me, start taking the notes, and at the end of this course, you'll be given the phone number and the contact details, how to contact me for your 30 minutes free telephone mentoring. So if you find an area you're not happy about, or something that maybe I didn't explain properly and you want more information about it, when you talk to me, ask the questions. And number 2, don't forget the free download ebook that comes with this course. If you haven't received it yet, just email me at mark@rightframeacademy.com and we'll make sure that you get it as quickly as possible. The key thing about how we've structured this course is very simple. Most of the chapters are about 15-20 minutes long. And the reason they're that tight and they're that compact is that you can play this training course chapter by chapter or individual chapters on your mobile phone, on your iPad, or even sitting in the car before you start cold calling. If you want to look up something, you can just play it, listen to it, and off you go. So this is a step-by-step guide to help you cold call. I have a strategy that has worked for me, and a lot of people have worked for, and a lot of people have trained. This strategy that you're going to learn in this course works. And it works extremely well. It works because I know what I'm talking about. I've sold everything from indoor play centres to holidays, slot machines, internet service providers, advertising cars. You name it, I've sold it. And if I haven't sold it, I can sell it. So make sure you have your notebook out, take notes, get ready for that half-hour call with me, and together we'll make you very, very successful at what you do. From cold calling right up to being a very successful sales rep. Okay, once again, thanks for watching this online training video. And you'll see a link now to chapter 1, and we'll start off showing you and leading you on the path to be fantastic and being an expert at cold calling.